Welcome back again, guys. This is me right here. You know me, the sweet and amazing, cute Manny.
Oh my god.
And right here, I have my friend. And I was just telling him like a couple of minutes ago, I was like, it's been like 10 years since I know or since I met this guy. 10 years,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I met you like 10 years. Yeah, 10 years ago. And, wow, it doesn't look like 10 years.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Like I said in the first episode, we met in college in 2012.
Yes, we did. 2012, that was it. Yeah. And yeah, wow. Wow, like now I'm feeling old, like shit.
Yeah. College was crazy. Do you remember Kochi?
Trust me, I remember a lot of people. Like it's kind of like so fresh that I could still kind of like have like a memory, kind of like a memory, kind of like a play that I could feel like, okay, this is what I actually did when I was in college. It's so fresh, dude. Like wow.
Yeah. Do you know what? I have this issue that when I get out of an educational institution, I tend to like forget most things. It gets blurry. When we were in college, I could
Yeah.
remember almost everybody's name, and we're not that much.
Name.
But right now, I don't know.
It's just what it is, like yeah, the way they say like, like 10 people aren't gonna be friends for the rest of their lives because like everyone is gonna grow, everyone is gonna have like a different direction.
Mhm.
And like here we are. Like I'm proud of like every accomplishment and we've come far, and let's just keep doing what we're meant to do and just rolling and surviving. Make a name for yourself, dude. Well,
Yeah,
so what's going on?
nothing much. I had a very crazy day. Driving. Okay, so today I wanted to pick something up, and when I checked the address that was given to me, it was 24 miles from where I stay.
Whoa,
It's crazy.
24
Uh,
miles.
it's
Damn, that's a
it's like a
drive.
45 minutes drive, and there was a lot of traffic. So yeah, it was crazy. That's pretty much what I
Oh,
did all day today. I was just driving.
okay. Well, last night when we did the last episode, I remember us talking about Davido's new song, and I just want to see like your
See,
opinion about it.
I
Like,
don't
how do
know,
you feel
I
about
don't
the
know why you're
song?
so excited about this song. I don't know. I mean, like I told you on the phone,
Well,
I don't want to say I'm disappointed because I don't want. I'm just gonna say it's overrated.
overrated. I would say people are just kind of like excited
As
about
a matter of
everyone showing
fact,
out.
when we were on the phone, you were listening to the song. I'm like, what's going on?
Exactly, because I just want to have like I want to have like that experience. I want to see how I could kind of like relate to the song. And the first time I kind of like played the song, I had like this connection. I was like, "Oh, this is different from the normal Davido that we know." David always like pop 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 pop, like he got it popping out through. But this was kind of like a little bit kind of like a soul kind of like a vibe. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you could feel the lyrics in and even like the choir made it so
And who
amazing.
are the samples?
I feel like they are. I feel like they are basically like the highlight of the song
The samples.
because yeah, like the I mean, no, I'm yeah the sample choir. Like I feel like they are the highlight of the song because Davido never had a song whereby there was kind of like vocal control or there were kind of like layers of vocals. But like listening to this song, you could see like, oh, okay, this is something I could listen to while I'm going to work. This is something I could listen to when I'm coming back from work. This is something I could listen to with my kids in the car. Like everyone could definitely relate to the song.
So,
You know what
yeah,
I
do you
mean?
think this song is a Grammy worthy song?
Well, huh. I uh I don't know. That's a tough one. But one thing I would say is Well, I'm loving this view. I'm loving this kind of like I hope this is like a new kind of like person. This is like a new David that I would keep seeing, because like every single person, you need to find yourself. You need to find what works for you, and you need to find your rhythm. I think it needs to take like a chill back from like the old Davido we know. Like, trust me, like I was never a big fan of Davido, and why was that? Because all his music is all like, it's all like someone just yelling and just I don't like it's just like yelling and yell. I don't know. Like that's just the way I feel. Because like when I listen to a song when I'm driving, I need to like turn down the volume a little bit, because his voice is kind of like loud
What
already,
level?
and
What
I don't want to
level
like.
is your car's stereo? What level is your car stereo
It's
volume?
not about the stereo. It's not about the stereo. I'm talking about like, like it's just like it's just to I love a song, no doubt about that. But like some of them are just kind of like too much for me. Like it doesn't go with my kind of like person, my personality, and like I know definitely like some people do love it, some people like it, but it's not just my thing. But this new one, definitely I could vibe with, and the Eve song that he released like couple of, that was like a eat. I was like, okay,
I was
like
about to
that's like
ask.
something I
I
could
was about
groove
to
to,
ask you. What
you
about
know.
Eve? What about Assurance?
That's what I'm saying. Like this is kind of like a new era for Davido. This is a new
What do you?
person.
Okay,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah. You're right about a new person.
Like the song, the kind of like the texture, the feeling is different from like the old Davido that we know. The like when you see like a couple of his videos from like way back, all we see is like someone running, Davido jumping from something to, like it's just kind of like it's chaotic. I'm sorry for using that word, but that's just how I feel when I
I,
kind of
I, I,
like
I, I
watch some of his old videos.
I think that used to happen when it was still young. I think when it was 2021. But
So you're saying like maturity.
yeah,
Okay, well, yeah, that could be like a big factor. And like when I did listen to this song, I was so in love. I was like, yes, like Nigerian music doesn't have to be, or like Afrobeat doesn't have to be all about like yelling or whatever. Like you could have control. You could have like layers of like, of like voices. Like when you listen to that song, you could definitely hear every single person singing in the choir. Like I could feel the soprano, I could feel the alto, I could feel the treble. Like it's kind of like it's just kind of like it's reasonable. Like it touches me. I don't know, but I just that's just how I felt when I listened to it. So it's just
all
different
right.
because like it's not just one person yelling and saying, "Hey,"
You get
you know what I mean? That's just the way I feel.
you get busted right now. So tell me what the song is about.
Okay, so when I did listen to the song, like it has like a couple of things that I did pick from it, and there was one whereby he said like Davido having like 9 lives, and that's just like even if I kind of like fail at something, like I would fail a couple of times, but I'm still gonna rise. Like that was a big one that I picked out, and I was like, oh, this is meaningful.
Ow.
Like nothing is nothing is perfect, honey. Like nothing is perfect for anyone. Like we all have mistakes, we all have like downfalls, but the main thing is just like picking yourself up, dusting it out, trying again. You know, and then what I also did pick again was when he said, I'm trying to play the song in my head right now, trying to listen to it, but what else did that pick? I can't remember right now, but I could always
Hold
like
on.
pick up when I remember. Let me see.
So I don't know why I decided to twist. Yeah. So on that post, I don't understand why I decided to.
Yeah,
So this is what I was thinking when I saw that post. Kanye West does this Sunday service thing that it
yeah,
takes his music to like a church gathering type of um, scenario or scene or
yeah,
settings. So I think what he's trying to do with the whole quiet thing is trying to show like that he's a genius or something like that. But I've always liked Davido. I like
Wait,
the
what do you mean? What do you mean, like trying to say that he's a genius? Like, are you talking about like Davido, or are you talking about Yee?
I'm talking about Davido. I'm just trying to tell you what I think the post is about.
Oh yes, he is. I would definitely like 100% agree to that.
Davido is no
It's not
genius.
easy to sing. It's
Nah.
see, it's not easy. It's not easy to sing
He's
over like a
good.
choir.
He's a good
Like
artist, but genius? Yeah. Do you know why Kanye West is a
I'm
genius?
so,
He's a fucking crazy music producer.
I'm not gonna dispute that. Like Kanye does everything perfect. He is the definition of like perfection when it comes to like production or when it comes to like directing. And like everyone could be like a genius in whatever they
Bro, you
do.
literally
What I'm
just
just saying is
said
like
Davido.
what I'm saying is like why I said Davido is just because to that African standard, to that Nigerian standard, yes, he is a
What do
genius.
you mean Nigerian standard?
Like he has in the Nigerian music industry, like Davido has changed a lot of things. Like he kind of I know like he has broken records, and he has kind of like helped people like see like a different way to music. Like the people that are inspired by this man.
Does Davido has any
You
Grammy?
know, it doesn't. I don't think he has any Grammys. No, it doesn't.
Now, do you think the song is a
It doesn't
do you think the
have
song is a Grammy award record?
this present song. I wouldn't really say, and like I don't think so. But let's still see like when the album drops, and let's listen to the whole album and all. But like this particular song, I'm not gonna say like it's Grammy like worthy at all. I'm not saying it's bad. It's great.
Yeah. The only so that's it about Davido. You like him? I used to like him, but do you know the album I'm excited for right now?
Kendrick.
I'll listen to Kendrick when it drops, but I'm going crazy for Post Malone's album.
Ah, well, this is what I'm gonna say. He made an impact. He made like a great impact before the whole situation
What
happened.
happened?
Like they like like I've listened to like a couple of his songs, and I'm like, I don't really know. Like he's
Post
so
Malone?
great. He's like
Are you talking about
amazing.
Davido
He's
right now?
amazing. I'm talking about Post. Like he is amazing, no doubt about that. But like everybody has like different tastes in music, and the new album, yes, I would definitely listen to. Maybe I'll listen to it more than once. Maybe I'll listen to it like twice. Then I'll be like, okay, let me see how I'm gonna relate to these lyrics and
That's
stuff
all
like
you
that.
need, brother.
But don't let me
And you
judge.
get
Don't let me judge
hooked.
until I listen to
That's
it.
all you need.
Don't let me judge until I listen to it. But I feel like he's a great man, and he has kind of like a great way of like connecting to people. Like I've listened to some of his songs, and they're super amazing, and it's yeah, it's kind of like impressive. I wouldn't say the least.
Yeah. I can't wait for Post Malone Post Malone's album. So there's this video I want to show you. I don't know if you've seen. Do you follow Jackass? Do you follow the franchise?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, I don't follow Jackass, but this year, I think it was in January or February, they released a new movie or documentary, call it
Yeah.
whatever you want, but it's like a combination of so many skits, like
Mm-hmm.
comedy, stunt, a stunt that has comedy in it. It's crazy. So I think I have the trailer here. So I want you to see it. See, this is one of the craziest skits, combination of skits, documentary. One of the craziest, funny shit I've seen. I was laughing from the beginning of the movie to the end of it. It was
Okay,
sick.
well, drop it. Let's see. I'm excited. I hope I'm gonna be excited when I'm done watching it.
Yeah, I hope. So
What are you
I
gonna
don't
do if
know
I
what's
bust in
going
your house
on.
and start summoning the Dark Lord Cthulhu?
Trust me, man.
That's
You
a
don't want
wrong
to know
one.
what I'm gonna do.
It's not
Did
playing.
you just play the wrong
It's
stuff?
just it's just stopped playing. I don't know why.
Well, I'm interested in these. I think you should send this to my phone, and I could definitely watch it later on.
Yeah. So the video I wanted to show you was one of the stunt they did, because I do follow MMA, UFC in particular.
Yeah,
So there's this Francis Ngannou, is Cameroonian, and he came to United States in a very crazy way, but we can talk about that some other time. But so recently he had a UFC fight, and he was competing for heavyweight champion or heavyweight championship.
yeah,
So he won. And in the movie Jackass Forever, the latest one they did, they called. So this is what they do in the stunt. They try to do something that's crazy, something painful, but they do it in a funny way. So
yeah.
they called Francis Ngannou, that has the highest score or point for the most painful punch, or the hardest either fighter. He hits in a very insane way. So they called him to come and eat someone that was making a stunt. So they told this guy that someone is coming to eat your dick, like to punch you on your dick, but he's wearing a cup. So he asked them, who is this guy that's coming to punch me? They told him it's just a lightweight. So in MMA, lightweight is around 145 pounds. So when Francis Ngannou came, Francis Ngannou weighs 250 easy. So when he saw Francis
Wow.
Ngannou, is like,
Okay.
you guys told me you're calling a lightweight to come punch me or eat me on my dick. What the hell is going on? So they say, well, that's what you get. This guy fucking punched him.
Oh
That
shit.
it was wild.
Balls.
It was wild.
Wow. Balls on fire. I must
It
say.
was wild.
Like no,
I don't know.
no. His balls are gonna be on
I don't know
fire.
why they're
Like
doing that to
what?
themselves, but
I feel like that's just kind of like too extreme. But at the same time, like when you reach money, kind of like makes you do some sort of like crazy things, and I wouldn't judge them. It's money. Money makes you go insane, I guess.
yeah. I really want you to see the video, but I don't know why it's not playing. Let me see if I can share it.
Okay, your screen
So
is
we're
coming
doing
up.
a cup test with you.
Yeah. This lightweight is going to punch you in the cup. Is that all right?
I told Aaron it was a lightweight. I didn't tell him it was a heavyweight.
That's not a lightweight. What are you
That's Francis Ngannou.
What? No. You lied to me.
I meant heavyweight, but lightweight came out.
I'm a UFC fan, so I heard Francis Ngannou was going to be there, and I was like, I want to do it, please, please. And then later I found out, in fact, I didn't want to do it.
No.
I just Googled the hardest punch ever recorded. His punch is the equivalent of being hit by a Ford Escort at top speed.
Well, you don't need to read that now.
He waited until the fourth theatrical release to become a real star.
Wow. Wow. Wow, that is insane.
It's
That
wow.
is insane. Why would you what?
It's
No.
wild.
I'm sorry, like
It's
no, honey, we
it's
ain't playing like that.
wild, bro. Like
Nah.
if you see what these guys are doing, oh my god. They were riding a bull at the time. They were
No.
riding a bull, and this bull dropped this guy from. I mean, I don't know, man. I can't do that for any amount of money.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You ain't gonna play me like that. Nah. That's like one of no, that's one of the most important thing you have in your body system. Like what?
Fucking Francis Ngannou.
Nah.
That's crazy.
No. No, I can't do that. No, that's out of my
All
scope.
right, so um, there's this documentary I wanted to share with you. Legend, the Legend of the Underground. So
Oh, the legend of the underground.
yeah, it's it's a documentary about the LGBTQ plus. Am I right? Yeah,
LGBTQ plus. Yes, I think I saw that on. I came across
in
that on
Nigeria.
HBO Max, and I did. Yeah, I did watch the old documentary, and I just kind of like, ugh, it's kind of like insane. But I feel like we could do better, and we need to stop going backwards. We need to progress as a country because like when you say we kind of like run on like democracy, which is just like the freedom to do whatever we want to do, the freedom to be able to speak your mind, and then you still kind of like hindering or stopping people from doing what makes them happy. That's just kind of like sad. And so what I'm just gonna say is like I work in the health factor, like I work in the health industry and healthcare system, and a lot of these people needs to be educated and exposed to certain things just to prevent some certain conditions, because like it's it's I just feel like it's crazy. Like I just feel like everybody needs to be open and be able to speak their mind, and because it's not just going to affect them mentally, but it's going to affect the home they have. It's going to affect their relationship with their primary care provider or like any kind of person, because you might have like a lot of people have like the most difficult thing for a patient to talk to you about is STI. And there's some situations whereby you need to like really really assess it just to know what it is. And if you don't feel comfortable with your healthcare provider but saying, oh, this is what I'm going through and this is what I do, how are they going to treat it? So like, it's just kind of like it's sad. And Nigeria on its own is a country that kind of like mess up your
Yeah.
mental health, and then you depriving people of their sexuality or of something that they feel like it's them, and you kind of like stopping them from being the original self they are. You're messing up their mentality, in which the country is doing already. So that's kind of like a double kind of like I don't know, it's just it's crazy. And my heart goes out to like the Nigerians in the going through all of that. And you know i I'm just like, yeah, it's so sad. And I just feel and I wish the government or the people could do better. I know like it's not culturally or like religiously approved in the country, but it's all about coming to an agreement. Like let's all meet in the middle. And I feel we could do better. That's just
Yeah.
what I'm
So,
gonna say.
before I say anything about that, I'm just gonna play the trailer to the documentary so people can, see and have a glance of what we're talking about. So,
Oh yeah.
is punishable 14 years imprisonment to be gay.
It's annoying. Every Nigerian have the right to party. So why should these guys be arrested? Because they will perceive sexuality. I came to the US with one bag, no one friend.
Nobody is free until all of us are free.
I feel guilty because I have people back home who cannot have this that I'm having.
That country is a waste of time. Just leave it behind.
On Sunday, intelligence arrested 57 homosexual youths.
Someone died there.
Someone died.
It's about being able to make a change and make a difference. So going to Nigeria is something I need to do.
We have a community that is shown how to survive by themselves.
The definition of a gay is when you are caught having sexual intercourse with a guy and they didn't caught me. The whole world is watching me, so do your worst.
For Nigeria, is we fear what we don't know.
When are we going to welcome all this?
Nigerian community, this is the time for change.
I want to encourage billions and zillions of people, telling them that you have rights. Do you know why? Because you're human.
Ooh, okay. All right, so
Okay.
yeah, I remember when I was watching the documentary, I was I was stunned. Like I mean, I understand what our parents think about things like this, but they need to understand this is the time where nobody should be in the closet because you fall in love with the same person with the same sex as you are.
You know, like, just like, the way like African parents are, they're always gonna be like, oh, that's like a Western culture, that's like a Western thing, that's not like our culture, that's not what we believe in, so we're not gonna do that. But one thing I keep reminding them is like, you all keep saying that's not our culture, that's a Western thing, but who brought Christianity to Africa?
Yep.
Because you accepted that like 100%. So if you could accept that, why can't you just
I
accept
think
this? It's kind of like, it's not balancing to me. Like, I'm still kind of like trying to like put everything all together, and I still cannot find like an accurate answer
I think
to that.
our parents, our forefathers, they have this style of making the young ones, making the next generation live the same life they lived. They don't have this. They don't have this knowledge or understanding of letting your next generation live their own lives. So an example of that is, you see me, beard gang. My parent calls me every time, and after they say, "Oh, what's up? How you doing?" the next thing they say is, "Your beard." And then I go like, "What is the issue? What problem do you have with my beard?" And then my dad goes like, "Oh, sometimes when you post your pictures on Facebook, Instagram, my friends see it. His friends see it. So I don't." Then it goes, "I don't want them to think you're like this, you're like that." So I just go like, so because your friends don't like it,
So it's more of like what people see, what people would say. It's more about like what other people would say. It's not about
what
how
people
you
will say
feel.
about me, about him. So it's not really about me. It's about him.
It's just about the kind of like it's more of like, like what are the comments that people are going to say about my
Yep.
son. You know what I mean? So it's not about like what do I love about my son. It's about like what are the people gonna say? What are my church members gonna say? What are my friends at
Yeah.
work gonna say, or something like that? And yeah, and I just think like that's just where we're still missing it, because like like a lot of African parents, or a lot of like Africans in general, they still kind of like believe that kids are investments. And that's one thing I'm trying to kind of like make people understand. Just because you're my parent, yes, I would take care of you. I'll do what I'm meant to do as a son. But remember, like, I got a life to live too. Like, I need to invest in myself as well. Like, I have, we all have different tastes, and you just have to kind of like please yourself before you please anyone else. I come first before anybody comes second. And watching that documentary, one of the guys said, "None is free until
Yeah.
we are all free." That's a big statement. That was just like, wow. I heard that and I was like, wow, that is really really right.
Yeah,
And I think we there's a lot of changes that needs to go on in that country, starting from like the people in power, talking about like, you know I think, yeah, I feel like politics in Nigeria is just is whatever it is that they believe it to be. Because are you telling me like none of the senators, none of like the whatever governors or whatever they're called, none of them has like gay sons or gay daughters or non-binary? Or are you gonna say like even some of them? I haven't tried it before. Like I'm just trying to think outside the box. I'm not saying like they have done it. I'm just saying like it's. Are you just saying like this is just something I've never thought about, or this is just something that's not real? This is not something that's meant to happen. Because I'm just trying to like understand where this old thing of like it's not our culture, it's not our thing.
yeah. I think Nigerian
You
parents
know,
pick and choose what they feel the culture should be. You know, they pick this, they pick that. They see this one, we don't want it. They see another one, they go like, oh, we want that. And I'm gonna subdivide w- what our parents are trying to do into two sections. They're trying to make you in a way that they're comfortable with. The second one is that they're trying to make you in a way that other people that knows them are comfortable with. So it's not really about what you are comfortable with.
I kind of like go with what you're saying because let's even like forget about like the forget about like being gay or whatever. Even if they have a son or a daughter that kind of like drinks and do like crazy stuff, like smokes, like takes marijuana, like 420 every single time, it's gonna be like, oh well, you're not gonna go with me to this party because like I don't want my friends to see you like this. It's always like, remember the son of who you am. Like, hello, I do. I got your last name on my birth certificate. So I honestly do remember the son of who I am. Let me leave, let me be free, and let me be who I am meant to be and not who you want me to be. I have a story and I live by my story. I write my story and no one could rewrite my story for me because no one is me.
Yeah. So in the documentary, do you think James Brown, that's his name? So
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah,
Michael
James Brown.
Michael asked him,
Yeah.
or someone asked Michael if he thinks James James Brown's publicity is helping the gay community in Nigeria, or he's just taking the advantage to, build his own, publicity, build his own social media thing. What do you think?
Well, I would basically say that
Because when I watched it, I couldn't
I
tell.
feel
I'm
like
like, is is trying to build himself, but at the same time, you know, I don't really give a fuck about what he's doing. But by him trying to build himself, he's also creating an awareness that we are here and we love who we are, and I'm gonna post myself. When people see that, they go like, okay, I'll do the same thing.
Okay, okay. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong, because like in the documentary, he never acknowledged
Do
himself
you really
being gay
does it
or
really
being
need
in the
to do that?
LGBTQ plus community. Oh yeah, hello. Like just because you believe or you think someone is
But it
gay
never said it
doesn't give you
wasn't
the
gay.
assurance of like saying, "Oh, that person." But he never said he was
See,
gay.
I'm straight as fuck.
He said, he said, he said, what he said was, I dress like this to make money to survive. That was the whole story and that was what I picked from the
Hmm.
documentary, you know. And he said, the world is watching me. So whatever you do, they would see. And that sounded like someone pleading for their life because they just don't know
Uh,
what might happen
Bro,
in the next couple of minutes.
see, listen to me. As straight as they come, and if you come to me and say you're gay, I'm gonna let you know immediately, bro. I'm not just gonna go like, okay.
Okay, so my question is like, why do you feel that someone is gonna come to you and be like, "Oh, I am gay"? Because I kind of like feel like straight, like being straight doesn't mean you have
You
to
don't
be like,
understand what
"Oh,
I'm
I am
saying.
straight," and
See,
then being gay is not
James
about to be like, "I
Brown
am gay."
was he was embarrassed in front of millions of people. He was humiliated in front of many people, and that was done to him because they said he's gay. But he never said, I'm not. I don't need to come to you and go like, hey, Manny, I'm not gay. I'm saying if someone accuses me
Okay,
of being that, or if anybody comes to me that, oh, bro, you stole something, if I don't say I didn't steal it, then I'm giving everybody the chance to decide maybe I did or not.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like you do not assume stuff until people tell you like, "This is who I am. This is me." Like for me, I wouldn't assume like, okay, this is what this person
But
is
can
doing,
you
or
say
this is
James
what this
Brown
person
is
is,
not
or this
gay?
is
Can
who
you
they
say
are.
that? So you
Oh
think he's not
yes,
gay?
I would say
So
he's
James
not
Brown is
gay
straight.
until he tells me himself that he is gay.
Wait, do you think James Brown is
So like
straight?
I was just I was oh listen to me, listen to me. I was just watching I was just catching up on one of my shows, and they say there are some people that they call like non-binary, and I still haven't kind of like educated myself about that. But can we kind of like, I feel like we need to stop labeling things and be like, oh, this is like a straight person and this is like a gay person. Like it's not a conversation at all. Like if a person doesn't come to me and tell me like I am gay, I don't give two shit. Be you. Do whatever makes you happy. I don't care about what you do in your bedroom. But like one thing I wouldn't do is that I would not assume.
Is he straight?
It's just like me assuming like, oh, yes,
Did
that's
he
what I
tell
would
you?
believe
Did he
in.
tell you he's
Yes, I would
straight?
say, oh,
But you
he
think
never
he's
told me he was
straight?
straight.
No, wait.
But did he tell you he was gay?
I
Did
accept
he
the
tell you he
fact
was
that
gay?
I shouldn't just say he's gay. But you just said you think he's straight,
Exactly.
but he never
So
told
like
you.
when you ask him like, oh yeah, I would be. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, oh, I think it's straight. But if you kind of like have like your thoughts or you kind of like disagreement about that, why not like talk to him and see and let him kind of like accept to that fact that he is gay or
Does
he
it
is
really
straight or
need to
whatever he
tell
calls
you?
himself? Because like I don't know, but just the way I'm being like a person, I don't just like assume stuff. I still want people to kind of like speak their truth, like speak it by yourself. Let me kind of like
Okay,
listen to what you have to say before
let
I
me
kind of
give you an
like
example,
accept
and
that.
I just want a straight answer. If a kid goes to the doctor to do a checkup, maybe she threw hot water on a tie, and she goes to the doctor. A little girl, 7 years old, six, and she gets to the doctor, and the doctor is trying to like do a checkup, and the doctor is getting hard right there when it was doing the checkup for the girl because she was because it was doing. Hold on, wait, hold on,
Dude,
just
what are
hold
you
on,
saying?
because it was trying to treat the girl and it was getting hard. Are you gonna call the doctor a pedophile?
One thing I would
No,
say,
it's
first of
just
all, is
are
like
you
you don't
are you
come for
gonna
you.
say
No, no,
is a
no, no. Hold
pedophile or
on,
not?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You don't come for like people like that. You don't come what? And like if doctors feel uncomfortable, the rule is that you get out of the room
No,
and leave immediately, or you could get another, or you could get. I'm still talking. No, hold on. Or you could get another female to come in. It could be a nurse, it
that's not
could
the
be another
scenario.
female
That's
doctor.
not
Come
the
in and kind of like
scenario.
stay with me
That's not the
just to make me feel
example I gave to
comfortable.
you.
What I'm saying,
I asked you
that's what I'm saying.
to
Like
answer
I'm
from my
basically
example.
I'm basically answering your
Okay,
question. It's not an example because that's just I feel like that's not kind of like realistic. What I would say that's kind of like a little bit more realistic is like, okay, when you go to like physical or your primary physician, like I'm saying this because like this is what I do and this is I have an idea of this. Like when a patient comes in, you don't ask them and be like, oh, oh, you are oh, she said no, because we are being trained to be like, okay, ma'am, like I'm sorry, like what is your pronoun? Like how should I approach you? Because like this is a free world. This is America. Like she might be a female. That might be what you see, but she's not a female. She might be transitioning. So we just don't assume stuff. And that's one thing I kind of like want people to kind of like learn and appreciate. You just don't ask them stuff about people. You ask them about it. You'd be like, ma'am, you have in the chart, like you are a female, but do you want me to kind of like acknowledge you as she, or do you want me to acknowledge you as E? That's what we do. And for example, like when someone comes in for like full checkup or like a school routine checkup and they have to like STIs and stuff like that, you'd be like, okay, ma'am, do you have sex with guys? Do you have sex with male and females? You just don't say, oh, you have sex with a guy. You need to ask them and let them approve or give you the approval. Like, this is what I do. Then you're like, okay, no problem. Then this is how I'm going to treat you. So you just don't assume stuff. Like, get out of that Nigerian bubble and
I'm
come
still
on,
gonna,
please.
aside
Like,
gay shit and straight shit aside, I actually even need you to answer this question. Have you seen Atlas A? It's a documentary. Have you seen it before?
I
Okay,
haven't
so
seen that before.
I mentioned that because the example I gave to you actually happened in real life. So before I go on about that documentary, are you gonna say the doctor? I don't want you to choke in any other. Oh, the doctor is gonna call it. From the example I gave, if you find yourself in that scenario, when the where while the I mean when the doctor doesn't call another person, you go in with your daughter, and the doctor is checking your daughter for a wound on her thigh. And when the doctor walked in, hold on, when the doctor walked in, it wasn't hard. But when he started checking this little girl, it started getting hard. And it's so obvious. So are you going to
Okay.
say it's just a
Okay.
yes, I'll call him a pedophile? No, I won't call him a pedophile. What are you going to say?
No, no,
No,
I
you won't call him a
wouldn't.
pedophile.
No, I wouldn't. And do you want to know
Why?
why? Exactly. Because like I don't know what is going through his mind. I don't know what he did before coming in to take care of my daughter. And what I would say is like, are you okay, sir? And if he gives me like a response that I don't like, then I could say, I'm not comfortable with you continue
Why are you
discussing it.
asking him?
Can you
Why are
get
you
me
asking
someone
him
else?
if he's okay?
Oh yes, you. Oh yes, like you. Like,
Why
sir,
are
are
you
you
asking
okay?
that?
Do you know
Is
what is
not
going on
sick?
right now?
Why are you
If you.
asking that?
Oh, it might be sick, honey. Like it might be sick. Like you were just taking care of like a girl, like a young girl, and you having a boner.